Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Satisfactory. Okay, I have done some bits and pieces between episodes. Yeah. So last time we just had our smelters set up. I've started to kind of clad this building and work out some shapes. And I've strung off some additional factory units off of it. So let's go and have a look. Over on this side, I have just made a little feature of these two miners down here. Obviously, these are going to be replaced with Mark IIs sooner or later. I'm probably going to need to turn this one around because it doesn't quite fit underneath there. But that's okay. We can sort that out. In our logistics area, everything is the same. Up here I have connected everything up. Everything is connected to a separate grid. It's not connected to the main grid yet, I don't think, he says. And over here we have another little section. We've got a little skylight here to bring in light down onto the logistics floor down there. And obviously all this is going to be enclosed, so we'll get a little bit of light in through here. But outside, whoops, here we are. This is what I've put on the front here to cover the two miners that are outside of the main building. So we've just, again, got a little feature here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I kind of like the idea, but I don't necessarily like how it looks. So I might do some more design work on there, break up the shape of it a little bit, make it a little less boxy. I've started to figure out some design work for the look of the factory around here. This is all work in progress. Obviously we can get into the mining area down here. That just feeds through a conveyor wall underneath this factory. All of these are going to, if I come through here, feed up on this side. We're going to have a conveyor lift system here to bring everything up. And again, obviously, almost everything down here is going to be stripped out. We're just going to have miners and conveyors down here, really. We're going to do something with the limestone there, possibly connect up with the limestone there, and feed it off into a small factory over that way to just make concrete. Yeah, that's the smelter side of things, pretty much. Let me jump back up to the top floor. I've started again doing a bit of design work around the front here. We've got basically just a little area out the front. It's purely decorative. I don't think we're going to do anything spectacular with it, but it does give us a view out over the waterfall there. And it gives us a sort of vaguely impressive front of the building that we can use. Currently all of this feels to me like an undressed set from a 1980s sci-fi movie. Definitely needs some more details, some more bits and pieces around here, but I don't know what yet. We'll figure it out sooner or later. I've also been playing around with some design elements on the walls. So here we've got just a little window at the end. This is kind of mirrored on the other buildings as well. So we've kept the same sort of design language, if you like. Now, I want to go... Where do I want to go? I want to go down here. Those doors there lead onto the top of our logistics buildings. So we've got everything feeding out here into this logistic building. We've got the same on the other side. So here, it's literally just mergers. We're merging two lines into one and sending it through into that building. Two lines into one, sending it through into that building. Exactly the same on the other side. Combining two lines into one to feed into there, and the same feeding out that way. I haven't done the building on that side. But this building is all set up to produce iron rods, as you can see. This, I think, is balanced. So this should be working at 100%, possibly. Pretty sure it is. And out the back, we have ourselves our first dimensional depots. So some of the iron rods that are fed out of this section will come into storage, essentially. If we go down into the logistics floor, we can see that set up there. Yeah. Then over here, if we dash across, all of these are linked up. There we go. This building isn't connected to the main power yet. We need to connect up there to do that. In here, this is set up to produce iron plates, as you can see. Again, this is balanced, and again, we have a dimensional depot over there to take the excess. And where are we going to go? Let's go down here. This is the second logistics building here. And again, we haven't come out of the other side yet, but we're going to come out that way, and that's going to be for our iron pipes, because I have taken that recipe. But that uses, I think, something like 100 ingots per minute. So we're only going to need 3 constructors. And one of those is going to be running at 40%. And we're going to combine that with the copper work that we've got going on down there. So we'll be producing iron pipes, copper cable, copper wire, copper sheets, all in the same factory there. And I did come out the wrong side, never mind. If we slide through here and come out through this way, this is still a work in progress, obviously. This is our logistics floor. We've got 2 feeds coming out because this is going to be for our cast screws. And we've got that set up here. Yeah, so each of these factory blocks is going to be taking in 240 iron ingots. That's its starting point. So this again is going to be running at less than 100%. I think we'll have... I can't remember now. I did work it out, but I think one of the machines is going to be working at about 30%, something like that. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've also been running around and exploring and just letting resources build up. Oh yes, we do have... If we dash over here... Whoops. There we go. Whoops. We do have ourselves a little pen for our friendly lizard doggo. Oh, thank you, lizard doggo. That's... Oops. That's very kind of you. You're such a good lizard doggo. At the moment, I'm just putting everything that the lizard doggo gives us in here. We've got a few bits and pieces, some boring stuff and some interesting stuff. We've got some turbo motors, we've got some fused modular frames, a few computers, a little bit of plastic. So yeah, I'm just keeping these in here so we can just basically build up a stock of stuff. I'll grab the boring stuff out of there as and when I need it. As you probably noticed, I've got a bunch of stuff in my inventory that I need to process. But we have a look at our hard drive library. We've also got now steel screws, which are... and cheap silica, again. I think we got those at the end of last episode. But we have automated speed wiring. So basically by adding high-speed connectors... we increase the rate at which we produce automated wiring. And we use copper wire instead of cables. Or fused quartz crystal. So mixing raw quartz with coal increases our production rate of quartz crystal. But again, yeah, at the moment that it's not particularly interesting to me. That one, maybe if we can unlock high-speed connectors and get those produced. We've also got copper rotors, so we use copper sheets and screws instead of rods and screws to make rotors. It's quicker. We're not using the copper sheets for anything. But we're probably not going to be short of iron rods either. So, maybe. The speed is the bonus there, I think. Nearly 3 times as fast to produce them. And then bolted iron plates. So it's just plates and screws. But let's have a look. What have we got here? Using lots more resources. But tripling the speed at which they're produced. Also useful. That's going to be a tricky choice. My gut says the copper rotor is probably better. But I genuinely don't know. I don't think I've got a hard drive. Oh, I do have a hard drive on me. Let's get a hard drive scanned. Excellent stuff. Right, now let me process all of the animal bits that I'm carrying around with me. And we can turn those into DNA capsules and get those sent off. Okay, we can drop off these 16 DNA capsules. How are we doing for coupons? Okay, we got 4 in there now with the alien DNA. I don't think we've got any... No, we've got none spare. We have unlocked most of the stuff that is available to unlock at the moment, which is good. Just looking at our storage, we are full on screws, but we could probably do with some additional storage there. So let's chuck some of that in. As you can see, I've unlocked lights. I've unlocked most of the signs. Yeah, so I've unlocked a bunch of stuff, basically. Come on, lock on there, please. Thank you. Okay, that should start feeding in there. That's great. We've got metal plates here, and we are full on storage there, so all of the excess is going off into the awesome sink for what it's worth. We have rotors. How are we doing for rotors? Okay, we're nearly full on rotors as well. That's good. Are you producing? You are waiting for screws. Yeah, this is very inefficient, this little line here. So occasionally I'll just come in and drop some screws in there to help speed it up. This conveyor is full of rotors because I've switched off the smart plating again. It looks like all of this is backed up, so we are full of modular frames. Yep, that's good. And that means we are full of reinforced iron plates and iron rods as well. Okay, I think we're pretty much in the position where we can just get going, can't we? So, first of all, what I'm going to do... yeah, let's have a think about this. We are... Okay, we are connected up there. That connects up to the little side unit with our Mark II miners up there. And I think if we come all the way up to our top floor, I think we are connected up there as well. Yes, we are. Okay, so all this connects up through that, which means we're going to need to figure out... Ah, I have figured it out. That was forward thinking of me, wasn't it? Right, let's connect up that. Okay, so that has started these back 4 banks producing ingots. Now those ingots are going to start to be fed through I think I'm directly above the line. Let's oops, I did not want to do that. Never mind. We'll come up this way instead. I really need to sort out the connections between these buildings. I haven't quite nailed it, as you can tell. Oops. Okay. Oh, I've just seen... There we go. We have ingots coming through now. That's good. Right. So... looks like the rate is picking up a bit. We've got a few breaks, but that's okay. Everything should be running at 100% along there. So all of those are moving in because we're feeding in. Do I want to upgrade those? Those should be running at 100%, shouldn't they? What are we producing? 120, and they're Mark II belts, which carry 120. That should be fine. Okay, so let's let this run on until all of our machines are primed. They're not going to prime because they're not going to fill up with ingots, are they? All right, okay. Well, that's okay. So let's just wait until that stops moving. Oh, we're getting there. There we go. That's stopped moving. So all of this should really be pretty much primed. Let's connect that up. We have a bunch of green lights and a lot of moving parts. That's good. Everything is working. And we are producing plates, which means that sooner or later we should feed some into here. There we go. Okay, so it's uploading them one at a time. It will keep feeding in. I don't know how much it will actually store. But it uploads 15 per minute. And I don't know what the maximum... Okay, so we can store up to 200. Alright, okay. Okay. That's alright then. I don't know how we get them out. I assume it... I think it said that it just happens automatically. We can just use it as we would from our inventory. Okay, so this line is backed up as well. That's good. That's exactly what should have happened. So we can connect this up. And we are producing, in theory, iron rods. Which means that we should start getting iron rods uploading into our dimensional depot as well. There we go. Oh, this is wonderful. This is great. We are loading stuff into our dimensional storage. Okay, but that is using all of that iron that's coming in. If we want to set up our... Oops, that completely missed. All right, it's fine. Yeah, if we want to set up our screw factory or our rods factory once we've built it, we're going to need to connect up all of the nodes that are under there and the two over there and feed those into our smelter plant as well. And obviously when we do that, we're going to want to upgrade all of our miners to Mark II because that's what the system is designed to work with. Yeah. And then I need to connect up all of these feeds and feed them down into those two conveyor wall slots there. And they'll feed out into the screw factory. And on the other side, these will feed out into there, which feed out into our iron pipes factory once we've built it. Yeah, so that's what's happening there. I'm pretty sure that's all I've really done. We do have a couple of portable miners on a quartz node up past our coal generator. So whenever I need any more, I can just dash up and grab it. I haven't set up any like permanent structures on there or anything yet, because at the moment it's not really worth it. Oh, we've got our hard drive done. Let's go and have a look and see what that's offering us, shall we? Okay, here we are. Here's the man. Right, what have we got? Iron wire or Caterium wire? Wow. They're both rubbish. Yeah, they're rubbish. Really bad. Okay, so 5 copper ingots would give us 10 wire at a rate of 30 per minute, whereas 5 iron gives us 9 wire at a rate of 22.5 a minute. That's a terrible recipe. That seems awful. And Caterium wire, we're going to be making quick wire. No, I don't see the point in that either. It's probably better than that. I mean, it certainly produces way more wire, but uses Caterium. Yeah, okay. Well, sure. Right, oh, that's what I also wanted to look at. Where are we? Alien technology. So, we have a power augmenter, for which we need 50 computers. That's not going to happen yet. And we need 50 circuit boards for that. Not going to happen yet. Upload upgrade. Upload speed plus 50%. 47 of those SAM fluctuators. And 3 Mercer spheres. Depot expansion. For about the same price. What's this? A manual depot uploader. Enables uploading from the inventory. Oh, we could do that. Well, I mean, we could do any of them. We just need to make the SAM fluctuators. I think we should aim for these 2 first. So what do we need? 6 Mercer spheres, which we have. And 90, whatever, 94 SAM fluctuators. Okay, we don't have... Oh, we got 9. That's a start. It's not great, but we can work on that. We've got the Mercer spheres. Okay, right, I'm going to dash up to where we're producing our SAM. And I'll convert a bunch of that into fluctuators. And then we'll unlock those upgrades. Okay, here we are then, back at the MAM. So, we can unlock this one. There we go.
Dimensional upload speed increased. Part of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing for more parts to be transferred in a short time frame.
Loop the veins, use the flow, make a curve out of a line. Your shallow minds create shallow solutions. Pretty ripples.
Shallow mind? Pretty ripples? I certainly hope that wasn't meant to include me.
Oh no, Ada's got offended. Never mind. I'm sure she'll get over it. Right, let's unlock the expansion as well.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
Okay, Ada is conversing with the voices. Is Ada going crazy, or are we going crazy? Or both? I guess it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive, does it? Right, okay, so next up, let's have a look. We've increased our storage space. So in our inventory now we do have additional iron plates and iron rods, which is nice. And obviously we want to add more stuff to that pretty quickly. So I'm going to add those to our iron rods. Not iron rods. Steel pipes, steel... Actually, no, I'm not going to put it on the pipes, am I? Because we're going to be making iron pipes down here. Okay, I'm going to put it on the steel beams, the encased industrial beams. And then, I mean, we're going to want it on copper and cable as well. And in fact, we might as well put it on everything we're producing. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, what am I going to do? I think I should set up this factory next. So we're going to want 3 constructors for the iron coming out of here, and that's going to be turned into iron pipes. And then we need to connect up enough constructors on here to deal with double the amount of copper that's coming out. And we're going to be making copper plates, copper wire, and cables. That might be quite a large factory. Because the other thing I was thinking is that we do need Caterium, and I know that there's Caterium. If we come over here, we might be able to see it. No, we can't. My factory's in the way. There we go. Over there, between those 2 waterfalls there and there, up on there, there is a Caterium node. You can see I've already built a walkway across to it. So there's a Caterium node up there. But let me be very careful jumping about this section, because it's quite a large drop off the edge. But over there, underneath that rock there, is another Caterium deposit, which is considerably closer. So we'll want to set up a factory producing quick wire from there. It's probably just going to be a self-contained factory, I think. Unless I put a... Oh, you see now... Could we connect the two? I mean, obviously we can, but how messy would that be? And how would we do it? Oh, could we do it with trucks? Ooh. If we did it with trucks, we could come through this building, couldn't we? Ooh, that's exciting. Ooh, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, yes. Yes. Right. So, where are we going to put the factory? I quite like the idea of building the factory around that waterfall and see if we can incorporate the waterfall into the design a little bit. That's going to be difficult to do before we get the hover pack. But this one is on a little sort of nodule of rock out on its own. Right, you know what? I think what I'll do with that, and it's not going to be immediately, but it's a plan. We'll stick a miner on that and connect that directly to a smelter. We'll connect the smelter up to a truck stop, and we'll truck the ingots up to that end, where we'll set up a proper factory to process that. Yeah, that's that plan. Right, okay. Things down here are starting to grind to a halt because all of our storage is full, which means we can start thinking about taking all of this out and connecting it up to our smelter plant up there, which means we need these 2 factories ready to go. So, I'm going to dive off and I'm going to set up just the iron part of this factory. I might have a separate copper factory. Might. Because there's more copper. Where are we? Over there. And there's some up there as well. Yeah, I might do that. I might have all the copper feed out into a separate copper processing plant somewhere else. Yes. Yep, so this little factory is just going to be a box containing 3 constructors. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, there we go. Simple enough. We just got 3 constructors there set up to produce our iron pipes. The one on the end there, I've just realised hasn't been properly painted, because I switched around the feeds on that one a little bit. Yeah, so these 2 are being fed by Mark II belts and lifters and all of that. This one's only got a Mark I feeding in. That one's at 40%. So it's going to be using far fewer, so the feed going into it doesn't need to be as excessive. It is all connected up. I haven't connected up the individual constructors yet because they don't have any iron coming in yet, because we need to connect up all of those nodes underneath to this section here first. Yeah, and I can't really put that off any longer. No, I'm going to need to do that now, really. So that means, basically, if I come down here without crashing, whoops, there we go. All of this has to go. Yeah. That means there's going to be a lot of spare resources in my pockets that I'm going to need to stick in crates somewhere. I'm going to need to move the hub. And I don't know where that's going to go yet. Oh, I could put the hub up in the front there, couldn't I? That could work. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. We'll put the hub up there. And the MAM and everything will have to move up there as well, I suppose. Do I put a floor in down here, or do I just leave it natural? I'm just going to leave it natural. I'm not going to bother with a floor at all, I don't think. I'm going to need to turn those around. I'm going to need to feed everything out this way. Everything's coming in up there. Is it going to be easier to bring it all in from this side? It is, isn't it? So inside here, up there, and back that way. Because all of our nodes, except for those two, are on that side. I suppose we could bring one of them around the front, couldn't we? Now we'll bring them all around the back. It's fine. I'm just procrastinating because I don't want to rip all of this stuff out. But we're going to have to. Let's get going. Okay. I have stripped out everything beneath the smelting operation. We've got everything set up for our iron pipes and our cast screws. We just need to connect things up, so I will do that. In fact, we've already got that connected up. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that. We want to connect you to there, and then you to there, you to there, and you to there. Okay. We are now feeding iron ingots into that, so that should now start producing iron pipes for us. And if we go over the other side... Oh, what I've done here, by the way, these are just our little logistics buildings that we've got. And I've hidden Mark II power poles inside the corner posts here. Just as sort of a way of hiding that power setup, really. Okay, and we can connect this side up as well. And they should now start producing cast screws. Excellent stuff. Okay, so down here... There we go. I have cleared out all of the construction stuff down here. We've just got our miners. We've got a couple of bins of materials still. We've got our concrete feeding out over here, which we are going to have to move sooner or later. I'm thinking about connecting the feed from that miner over there to the limestone that is, I think it's just down here. Yeah, here we are. Impure as well. So yeah, we won't get a huge amount out of that, but it will basically double up what we're producing. So that will be fine. I've tried to clean the power lines up a little bit as well. Hopefully I haven't shut the power off to anything elsewhere. I don't think I have. But currently we are not producing rotors, reinforced plates, smart plating, or modular frames anymore. So we are going to need to figure out what we're going to do with all of the stuff that we are now producing in our big old factory setup. Yeah. But that's a start. That's a good start. Let's go and see if Good Boy has anything for us. Because I haven't spoken to Good Boy for a little while. Hello, Good Boy. Oh, you've given us a yellow power slug. Thank you very much. Awfully kind of you. I don't have any pale berries at the moment. I've put them in a bin somewhere. I can't get out of this enclosure now. Pale berries. Oh, there's one. Whee! Oh, that was the wrong button. There we go. There you go, Good Boy. You can have a pale berry. Right. So, the last thing we need to do, for the entire episode I've had hypertubes set up and ready to go with all the stuff fed in. I just haven't pressed the button. So let's go and do that before we end up moving the hub.
Milestone reached. By adding hypertube entrances at both ends of hypertubes, pioneers can achieve two-way travel between locations. They are also % safer than jump pads. You dreamed of moving across factories like valued resources, such as rocks and water, and Fix-It listened to your dreams. We watched them. We took extensive notes. Hypertubes. Because Fix-It makes pioneers' closely monitored dreams come true.
Thanks, Ada. That wasn't creepy at all. Okay, we are going to leave it there for this episode. I think we've done all right. We've certainly made a bit of progress in terms of the look of the place. I'm going to obviously do bits and pieces as we continue. The next stage is going to be putting back things like rotors and reinforced plates and things like that. We'll have a look at the recipes and see if there's anything there that would help us with that. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Please give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel out. Please give us any comments down below, and please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Satisfactory. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.